Mine, what I do is I get Full-X on my suits, and I use it with a little bit of Full-X to spot treat it whenever there's like a, some dirt on it or something like that. And then what I do is I look at a green growing machine and I pour a little bit of detergent in it, and then I spray the entire fursuit, and then I clean it that way. And then for the inside of my head, what I do is I get rubbing alcohol that's like 70%, and I get it with a little bit of freshener or like a scent in there. I spray the whole head and I cover the eyes. And then about maybe every 6 months, sometimes every 4, like every con or really big event where I wear the suit a lot, I do an immersion method where I soak the entire head into a bath, let it soak, I scrub it with Bell's Nappa, and then what I do then is I dry it with a green machine to soak up all the water, and then I air dry it all. But that's only sometimes, so I do the green machine every time.
Honestly, is how diverse the fandom is. There's a lot of disabled folks, a lot of queer folks, a lot of trans folks that I heavily relate to and confide in. Being gender fluid myself, being queer, and also being autistic, I feel like there's a lot of individuals who I can relate to and talk to and feel safe with. So that's a big part of why it appeals to me.
There's a lot of things a lot of people do at conventions, like panels, artist alley, dealer's den. But the one thing I love to do is play my instruments around the con and just jamming with other people and basically just having a lot of fun.
It does in some aspects, and in other aspects it gets a little wild. Like Zootopia, we look great in that, but in other instances, like CSI, not so much.
Yes and no. It doesn't have to be a sexual thing. People can wear what they want or do what they want.
You know, the thing that attracts me the most to this community is the passion. There is a real sense of artisanship and creativity and just coming together to lift each other up that I think is just totally lost in the world nowadays as we become more divided and more fractured and more pitted against each other. As silly as all this is, it brings us together, and I think that that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I do. I like going outdoors, hiking, riding my bike around on bike paths. From there, I do mechanics and I work on cars, classic cars, the newer modern ones, and welding. Play some instruments every once in a while, some video games, and there's a bunch of other hobbies.
I made it myself with the help of my friend named Happy.
Probably gonna say MFF 2014, 2015, whichever one was fortunately labeled as gas call.
I guess it depends on if you make your own or if you buy one. Generally, if you buy a fursuit, if you go for like a medium range maker, you're looking at about $2,000 to $3,000, maybe $4,000. If you make your own, which does take a lot of time, anywhere from 3 to 6 months, it can be about $300 to $400, depending on the cost of materials.
And now for something completely different.
I'm not Timu Colin. Stay for part 2.